Hello and welcome to day 8 of Getting Good at Talking. I'm Leah and I am recording myself talking to camera to get better at talking to camera. Specifically, I want to get better at not filtering myself when I'm speaking because when I write unfiltered words to paper. It's pretty flowy. And when I speak, it's not like that. So I want to get better at that. And so we're recording ourselves every day for however long, and we're on day 8. It's April 1st, 2026, which is wild that we're in April already. It is my birthday month. My birthday is on Sunday. Easter is also on Sunday. And Chubbs, my dog, he's sitting out of frame. His birthday is on April 6th. Um, yeah, a lot of Aries energy, a lot of fire. Anyway, I'm not really sure what I want to talk about, and this is my third take. I've made a deal with myself that I just thought of because I've done this a few times where if I retake it, I we're only doing 3. So this is my third and final take, which is a little annoying because I'm not sure how I like the way it's if I like the way it's going. Anyway, this little guy, this little beanie baby, his name is Neon, and it's his birthday today, according to his little tag that Chubbs ripped off when he grabbed it before I started recording. So he was born April 1st, 1999. Yeah, so April's a big month. Yep. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go from here. I just did my workout before this, and so I'm a little sweaty. You can see the sweat. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't want to work out, but I did it. And as always, I'm glad I did it, afterward. I'm even glad I chose to do it during the workout at points in time, like when it's almost over. But like with everything, getting started is the hardest part. And that was the hardest part today, getting started. It's windy. Yep. I dislike when I have to talk about the weather because I'm not sure what to talk about. I don't know. I don't know. I'm feeling a little weird today. I don't know why, really. Maybe it is because it's April and it is my birthday month. Maybe there's some subconscious stuff there that maybe it'll come up while I'm recording this as other things have come up in the other ones. I'm turning a year older. I guess that's why it feels weird. I feel weird. I don't know. I'm I mean that makes a lot of sense actually because I'm turning 36 and I don't have my shit together, but I've realized no one does, so I don't really feel I don't feel like super weird about that because I'm like, we're all in the same boat. Like, no one has their shit together. If they do, if they say they do, they're lying to themselves. Just taking this, we're just taking this life one day at a time. I guess we can talk about that. Taking life one day at a time, one step at a time. I've really been living in a way that is unlike how I've lived my life, most of my life, and I've been following my intuition and just trusting that my path will unfold when it's meant to. And it's tough to just trust that, to just trust. It's tough to trust yourself, to trust. I don't know. I think we're going to have a lot of thinking breaks in this one. And it's my third and final take. So we're just going to have to go with this. We're just going to have to roll with it, Leah. I know it's uncomfortable, and I know you're cringing at the fact that you've paused for so many moments. But it is what it is. Ew, I don't like saying that either. It is what it is. But things are what they are sometimes. But also, things are not what they seem to be. That's also very true a lot of the time. There's a fly on me, and Chubbs is checking things out. There was an ant on him, so I brushed it off. We sit out here every morning, and I pet him slash I'm brushing like all his hair, all his excess hair off. And sometimes there will be an ant in his fur. And I'm just like, can you imagine being an ant and climbing onto a dog like that laid down in your path? So you're like, I guess I gotta climb over this thing. And then you realize it's so hairy, and you gotta like navigate through all this fur, and then you're like, when does it stop? It's like a giant mountain. And if you go the wrong way, like if you start going lengthwise across his body, you're like fucked if you're an ant. These are things I think about. um, so if I see an ant, i will I will move it to the grass, because I'm like, I think no matter where you're going, I think you're better off being on the grass, because if you start traveling lengthwise down Chubbs's body, you'll be there for a while. He's a big boy. Yeah. Anyway, bugs. These flies are really bothering him. I'm not really in the mood to talk, to be honest. I thought I was earlier. I haven't written today. Maybe that's part of it because I feel like when I write first, I'm kind of priming my brain for what's to come when I record myself talking. But I haven't primed my brain for this yet. So here we are. Here we are. But we're doing it. We're doing it. We're showing up. And this is our third and final take. And we're going to roll with it. It might be a little shorter than the other ones. Do you have anything to say? No? Okay. Well, thought we might have a guest. That was exciting for a moment. Going back to age, I don't feel old. I don't feel my, well, also like, how am I supposed to feel at this age? I don't know, but I know I don't, I feel better than I felt in my 20s because I'm taking much better care of myself than I did in my 20s. I told my niece I was turning 22, um, and she believed me. So we're gonna go with that. I'm 22. I'm gonna I'm just forever 22. I feel 22, 20 in my 20s. I don't know. I You just chomped down on my leg and you missed the fly, sir. Good thing you didn't chomp down hard. It was like a joke chomp. It was weird. Like when you're playing with like a baby and you're like mimicking like you're gonna chomp something. That's what it was like. That's what it sounded like too. Anyway, I did not take care of myself in my 20s. I I mean, I kind of did. I did the best I could at the time. What are you? What are you, Bug? You love Bug? You missing your partner? That was weird. It's like hovering. Why are all the bugs out? And like, there's a tiny, tiny, teeny, teeny, tiny spider on me. I'm going to put it on the grass because it was getting trapped in my arm hair. Speaking of arm hair, someone once told me I had spider arms or tarantula arms because I have a lot of hair on my arms. It's like blonde, it's like white hair. Um, but I mean, I agree. I do have a lot of hair on my arms. But then again, I have a lot of hair all over my body because I'm a mammal. I'm supposed to. So sure, call me tarantula arms. That's fine. Anyway, in my 20s, I worked out. I didn't know what I was doing. Like I mostly did cardio and I drank a lot and I didn't eat the best. I didn't eat terribly, but it was mostly the drinking that yeah, it was a lot of drinking. I don't do that anymore. I'm sober. I also don't drink caffeine anymore. I stopped that cold turkey in like June. I had been drinking coffee every day. Oh, in my 20s, I also like drank Red Bull and that stuff, and that's like it, to think of that is disgusting. Ugh, ugh. Um, but yeah, in June of last year, I stopped drinking coffee, which was the only caffeine that I was drinking. Before I would have I would have a chai tea latte with like two or three espresso shots. So it was a decent amount, and I'd have that every day, and then I just stopped. And now I maybe have that same drink once a month, maybe. And the few, the few times I've had that drink since I stopped cold turkey, no caffeine, I'm like, how did I do this? How did I drink this much caffeine every single day? I didn't need that. I don't need that. Human beings don't need this. Eh, I'm not going to war. I didn't need to be drinking that much caffeine every day. And it's wild. I'm just like, what? You put this in your body every day because you thought you needed it to what? What were you planning on doing? Like, you definitely weren't doing anything that required this amount of caffeine. Yeah. Anyway, so we don't drink caffeine. Pretty much just drink water, sparkling water. I do love my Topo Chico and lime. Yeah. I don't know what I'm thinking about. I'm just kind of in a daze right now. Where did she go? I don't know. Uh, yep. My birthday's coming up. Birthdays are weird. I don't know. They're not weird. I don't know. I just feel weird. And I'm like, I guess it's because it's almost my birthday. But I don't actually, it makes logical sense that that would be why I was in a weird mood. I mean, it doesn't, okay, it makes, it makes a whole lot of sense because I was never a person that had like a plan for my life. Like I didn't tell myself I'd be here doing this at this time in my life. So, uh, what's the saying? Like, I don't fucking know. We're struggling today. We're struggling to have coherent thoughts come across. this is why we're doing this, Leah. This is why we're doing this, because we're only going to get better at it. It's going to be very uncomfy because you're pretty terrible at it. Oh, I can talk about that. Yesterday when I went to the park to go on my run, I ran into a friend that this guy one day, like sometime last year, I was on a walk and he was riding his bike and he fell on his off his bike, and I checked to make sure he was okay. And so I just see him, like, I don't know, once every few weeks, once a month or something at the park, and um, we'll chat. And then the last time, not yesterday, but the time before that, when I seen him, uh, he was already riding his bike and I was already running, so he just rode next to me. And so yesterday, I saw him before I started my run, but he was like, "I can ride my bike and you can run." And so that's what we did. And then we stopped for water breaks and we chat before. And he was talking about something. I don't remember what exactly, but he called himself a loser. And I was like, no, 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 no. You're not a loser. We don't call ourselves losers. And I told him I was like working with my niece on this because she's in gymnastics now, and she wants to be really good at everything like right away, like me. I'm like, yeah, I do too. But that's not how it works. Like, you got to put in your reps and that's how you get better. But she'll say she's bad at something, or like the words she uses, just, I'm like, no, we don't use those words. We frame it in this way, like, we can get better at this, and like, we don't frame it as I'm bad at something. I know earlier I did say I was terrible at this. That's why we're talking about this, because my friend yesterday, I was telling him, don't call yourself a loser. And I was like, words matter. It matters how you speak to yourself. And it matters so much more than people think, because, like, everything like, your thoughts are what create your reality. So you need to be thinking good things about yourself. I mean, at the very least, excuse me, at the very least, think neutral things about yourself, but not negative. Anyway, I have to pee now. So, and this has been, I've noticed it's like I have to warm up, and then towards the end is where the magic happens. But I have to warm up first. Uh, anyway, that's okay. We're going to get better because we're putting in our reps, and I can be good at anything I set my mind to. Anything I decide to be good at, I can be good at it. Just not right away, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, I need to pee and go on my walk, and I think that's good for day 8. I will see. We're going to try not to do a little dance right now, and I'm going to see you tomorrow, day 9. Bye.